everybody. It's me. Do you like my hat, my new knitwear? It is very, very cold coming to you live from Donegal, isn't it, Mr. Scott?
It is very cold.
Mr. Scott's got a bad throat. Okay, guys. Congratulations, everybody. You are having fabulous weeks in your and a brilliant, amazing month in your pursuits to become directors before Christmas. I want to give a special shout out to Jodie Lucy, nearly over halfway towards winning the Bali trip. That is phenomenal. Keep on pushing for it. I know many of you are thinking, oh, we're not going to get there. But do you know something? The only thing that's going to stop you getting there right at this very moment is giving up. And I know that from watching other people. So I want you to believe that you can earn it. And Jodie, keep on pushing. If you want to know where the points for your incentive trip are, they're on the front page of your workstation. And you can also see your team. So get encouraging your team. Yeah, your front line. So get encouraging your front line. Also to check out their points and encourage them to go.
And
for
guys,
it
if you're saying you don't think you can do it, oh my God, we're halfway through it. We're only halfway through it. Do you go for like a 2-mile run and give up after a mile? No.
There you go. There's Mr. Scott and his running analogies. He always tells me off for giving up just before the end. So that's my first thing. Yay, Jodie! You are leading the pack from our entire team of over 250 girls. You have over and men nearly half the points. I also want to give out a shout out to the lovely Stacey Shuttlesworth. Oh my goodness me, girl, are you going to do it? Are you going to become a superstar consultant before the end of this month?
Boom time!
Boom time, I think so. You have recruited 2 brand new team members this month and certified both of them. 1
new team member this month.
And
the other one was last month.
Oh, well, there you go then. Well, somebody else has done too. Thanks, Mr. Smarty Pants. Anyhow, do you know what the point is? You've got team members in and you've got them working and you've got them to certified. That means you got more points to your incentive trip for helping other people. Go you, keep on going. You are going to get another 3,000 points for hitting Superstar Consultant.
And on course for director next month, probably.
You are on course! Yay! And Heidi, who is working underneath you as your frontline, is so on course for a potential directorship as well. So I want you girls to keep on cranking. Final shout out to Natasha and team at Meltalicious. Woo! Go Natasha! Another month of hitting your director numbers. Normally when you're a new director, you can find it a little bit difficult to get your numbers. Girl, you smashed it with them. Amazing bunch of ladies. So I want you to take the pat on the back and hand it over to the rest of them. Seriously, whatever you guys are up to at the moment, you must have something in the water because sales are about to reach a record level for the whole team for this time of the year. So thank you very much. Okay, what do we want to talk about to these guys on the director video this time? Something that I got when I came back from America was about a hug. I did get a hug, yeah. But no, something that I got from my trip to America was a screaming baby. No, it wasn't that either. Something I got from my trip to America was how hard it is to manage your team when they get a lot bigger. I mean, I met people who were having teams of like 16,000, which is an awfully big, large number of people to manage. So you're kind of thinking like when you've teams that big, groups that big, how do you know who to work with? How do you know who to deal with? Well, something I have learned and something I've brought back is work with those that will work. So that means work with those that come halfway to meet you, people who will get in contact with you, not wait for you constantly to be in contact with them. Get in touch with and work with those people who, when you make a suggestion and they say, oh, I can't do this, when they make a suggestion, they take it on board and they run with it. And also work with people that you can actually get along with, because you are going to find there are always going to be people, especially as it's not always your front line you're going to be working with, but there's going to be people who are brought into your team that you may not get on with as well, or there may be a personality clash. You know something? If you're finding people are rude to you, if you're finding people are difficult with you, find someone else within the team to help them along. You know, that's what your upline are for as well. Maybe your upline is somebody that they could turn to and possibly get more from it. You know, you do not have to work with absolutely everybody. It is simply impossible. And the other thing is, work with all your newbies. One of the best pieces of advice that we got on our Greek incentive trip, which has really helped us to change our business this year, is help your newbies get to star consultant. So normally we used to get you guys to kind of lead consultant or maybe even certified, and then kind of say, hey, right now guys, it's kind of time for you to fly a bit on your own, because we're always bringing new people in. That's what directors do. But now we're staying in much closer contact with you guys and trying to encourage those that want to move forward to start. If they're happy just to be certified or just to sell, that's fine. No problem. We all need good sellers, don't we, Scott?
We all need good cyclists.
We all need good cyclists, as they're called. But if you find somebody who really wants to go for it, work with them until they hit star consultant. It is at the point they hit star is when they start to see the possible incomes they can generate, and that's when it starts to become more of a business and something that is really quite serious. And then you can have the discussion about potential directorship and other stuff like that. So that's why we really prefer that you are star consultants before you come onto this course as well, because you've actually got a team behind you and an idea how the whole system works. So that was something I took away. Work with people who want to work with you and get your newbies in and work with them until they get to star. The way you do that is very simple. Teach them what we taught you. And what we taught you was recruit, and sell some. Okay? Simple as that. How do you recruit? Talk to lots of people. Use social media. Be consistent. I mean, Scott
Flipping party hosts.
Flip your party hosts. That sounds rude. Flip your party hosts if you do. If you do, sit down with them and make sure, say to them, are you going to run this as a business? Because if you're not, to be honest, it would be better if you just stayed as my customer and I will look after you and give you lots of host rewards and stuff. Don't lose a potential customer base to hosts who are not actually going to do anything. Okay? That is my word of warning, and something that Jen told us as well, didn't she?
She did.
So, yeah, anything else that you want to give our awesome front runners this week?
When it basically what Alexandra says, when it comes, you know, like if you've got a, you know, you just say you've got a son at home and you cook for him until he's like 21 and he leaves home, he's not going to be able to cook. So the point I'm trying to get across is, like, when you pull in people, don't hold their hand, guide them, but make them do things themselves. You know, we're not here to nurse people all the way to director or nurse people all the way to star consultant. Or push them. They need to want it and do it themselves. That's probably 70 or 8% of the job they actually want and need to get there. So, you know, like if you've got a son, don't do all the cooking for him. Make him do the cooking, because when he leaves home, he'll go with better tools. And when these flee the nest and become your potential frontline, become directors, it'll be a lot easier on you and it'll be a lot easier on them. So that's my little tip. Don't go hand holding. These people need to want it.
And you know, the final thing is keep the passion. We are at the high spot of the year now. You guys should absolutely crank those sales for the next month and a bit. The Christmas dates have come out, I think, for Europe, so we'll share those on the page.
Something I really want to
crank it, but when you come into January, don't lose your passion.
Yeah.
Don't go to sleep.
Something I really want to get across to you guys now. You'll be living off the good checks. You'll be enjoying the good checks, and these checks are not from your hard work right now. These checks from your hard work in the Januaries, the Februaries, the March, the April, the May, and that's when your hard work is paying off. So when January comes, you know, because we do actually get a couple of weeks off where we can't order anything, so some people just go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Be looking for new consultants and thinking, wow, I want to be trebling my checks for this time next year.
You can do. Within the next 12 months, every single one of you watching this video should be directors. Frankly, if you aren't, it's because you don't want it. There is absolutely no other reason. And it's fine if you don't want it. Honestly, we don't mind. We are not desperate for you all to be directors, you know, because the only reason we want to help you be directors is because we know how much that money can change your life. It buys you time, and it buys you travel, and it buys you awesome memories with your families. We want you to have the same things we've got because we see potential in each one of you. So that's my leaving thought, you know.
Don't go to sleep, guys.
Don't go to sleep, guys.
Plant the seeds, and you know this is the time where the seeds grow.
Yeah. You know, when you see us away and on holiday and doing other stuff, we are working.
We're always working.
You can't leave this business. That is something, actually. That's my very final point I'm going to make. Please,
You made
do
three
not
final
think.
notes today.
I know. Please do not think that you can switch off from your team for 1 or 2 months and then think you can rock back up and rule this business again. You can't, unless you're working with your team, inspiring them all the time, leading from the front, being excited and upbeat about the products and stuff like that. You can take 1 or 2 weeks off, have a bit of a downer, but after that your team starts to slide. So please, 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 once you've had the awesome times of November and December, stay upbeat,
The hard work begins.
stay working.